Hey, what is up guys, it's John here, and today we're going to be looking at the 2022 LEGO ATTE Walker. This is set number 75337, it has 1,082 pieces and retails for $140 US. So sit back, relax, grab a snack, and let's dive right in. Starting off with the minifigures, first up we have Phase 2 Commander Cody, the figure that everyone's been waiting for. In general, I am happy with how this figure turned out. I think the print looks really solid. And turning him around to the back, he does have a nice printed jetpack. My only complaint obviously has to be the visor. LEGO is sticking with the original visor piece all the way back from the original Clone Walker Battle Pack, and it doesn't look great, to be honest. It's definitely better than no visor, but it's just a bit too big and blocky looking. Taking the helmet off, he does have a unique face print, which is awesome. Next is the regular 212th Trooper. We do actually get 3 of these in the set, which is awesome. I could have definitely seen LEGO throwing in just 1 or 2, but honestly this is really great. The torso and leg prints I think are really good, but talking about the helmet, it is a mixed bag depending on who you ask. Personally, I don't think the new helmet holes look as bad in person as I thought they would, but it is a little weird looking to see where the hole should be and then the actual hole above it. And you do get some extra helmet attachments if you want to put those on, but personally I think I'm just going to leave my troopers plain. Here's a quick comparison with the last 212 Trooper that we got. The biggest difference is definitely the helmet, but they also decided to go with white arms and a white hip piece this time. Finally, the last clone trooper to look at is the Clone Gunner. I think the prints on this clone look really solid, and I'm glad we got one of these included in the set. Here's a quick comparison to the previous Clone Gunner we got in 2017. They did add some smaller print detailing, which is awesome, but they made the print on the helmet look less accurate for some reason. It should have a full brown top like the previous one did. I'm not sure why they decided to change this. My guess is they just copied the print from the Phase 2 Cody minifigure and thought we wouldn't notice, but it is very weird. We do also get 3 droids included in the set. Definitely nice to have these included, but nothing new here.
What is that? What is
that? Yeah, I'm not sure why we have a spider droid included in this set. The build itself is fine, but a crab droid would have made way more sense, given this takes place on Utapau. Alright, so onto the set itself. Let's do a little 360 just to soak in every angle. I love the overall design of this thing. I think it's by far the best ATT we've ever gotten. And I'll go over more of the features in a second here, but just looking at the exterior design, it's really impressive. There is a little bit of sticker detailing, but honestly for the number of pieces there's not that many stickers. And you do have a nice handle here so you can pick it up pretty easily. It is a little front heavy, but it's not a big issue. One thing I found interesting though is the leg in the middle here actually doesn't support any of the weight. So you can move it around and position it wherever you want, which is nice. So let's start at the front and work our way back. We do have these 4 nice bubble turrets that we have seen before. And then looking at the cockpit, we can slide it out just like this. And then we do have a seat to put one of our clone troopers and 2 little levers there. So let's put one of our 212th troopers in there. And then we can just slide it back in, the minifigure fits perfectly. And then with the clone trooper in, you do have a really nice look here in the front where you can see through. Now moving on to the cannon, it is a really nice design, I think it looks great. And you can move it 360 degrees all the way around. And then you do have a hinge there where you can also move it up and down. And there is obviously a spot to put a minifigure, so let's put our Clone Gunner up there. There are no studs to hold the minifigure down, which I actually prefer. It's a lot easier to slip in and out. But it is funny then when you do have the minifigure in there and move the cannon around, he goes for quite the ride. Yeah, I had too much fun with that. Now, underneath the cannon, we do have some interior space. Can actually move this whole top panel up and then even move these side panels out of the way too for some good access. It is a little bit cramped in there. Most of the interior space is at the back, but you do have a little spot here to place some minifigures. We can actually pull this out and then put the minifigures in, which is nice. So let's put one of our other 212 troopers in there. And we can put it back in. And we do also get a small rack for some thermal detonators. And on the other side there is just an empty crate. And they do both have handles, which is nice because they're a little tricky to get in and out. Now looking at the back of the walker, from the outside nothing too special. You do have two of the same bubble turrets. They did actually do a decent job sealing up the back. There are a couple holes in between the plates where you can see inside, but it's not a big issue. But obviously the main features with the back of the walker have to do with the inside space. So let's take this apart. So there is actually a ton of interior space here, which is awesome. You can actually fit all 5 clones included in the set in here. Obviously that wouldn't really make sense, but you could if you wanted to. We do get a little weapons rack here, so we could put some of the blasters in there. And then we also get a little fire extinguisher and a little mug just in case you want some coffee on the job, I guess. And for the very back seat, we actually do get a little targeting pad. This would probably be to control the 2 bubble turrets on the back of the walker. So why don't we put our Commander Cody in there? And then we can put one of our leftover clones in one of the other seats. And we can close it all up. It will close perfectly even with all minifigures in there. Alright, so that was a quick look at the new ATTE Walker set. Overall, I am really impressed. I think it has to be the set to get if you're looking for a good Christmas present. I have no complaints with the walker itself. Obviously, I just wish we would have gotten a crab droid instead of a spider droid. And talking about the clone helmets, obviously they are a bit weird looking, but you might just have to get used to them. So that is all from me today. I appreciate you sticking around till the end. If you enjoyed, a like and sub would be greatly appreciated. And if you do have any feedback for me, please leave it in the comments. I'll catch you in the next one.